Hi, I'm Sneha Francis, and today I have with me Ranbir Kapoor and Katrina Kaif. What a great evening it is in Abu Dhabi.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
so
you so
they're here for Jagga Jasoos, but I'm going to take you away from the film, throw some choices your way.
Better. Let's do something fun.
Possibly giving us an insight into who you guys are.
Perfect.
I'm not a psychologist, but we'll try. Okay, so this scenario is insider versus outsider. We have both sides of the spectrum. Tell us how it happens, or easier, tougher. You are both sides of the story. One's an insider, one's an outsider.
In relation to the
Movie industry. This is about films.
Okay, should I start? Should you start?
Go for it.
Okay.
So the insider.
Insider. You're aware of everything. The knowledge that you have about things that happen in the industry. The do's and don'ts. You're well prepared from your first film onwards. You have the correct opportunities. You have the correct guidance, and you have the correct trappings. Everything is set. For you to do well in life. Having said that, there's also expectation. There's comparison. There is criticism. You have more to lose. So you have to have an individualistic approach, something which is very original, nothing that compares to your father, or your grandfather, or your mother, or whoever. Yeah, a little bit in a nutshell. That was a little bit in a nutshell.
And for you?
It's a slightly complex question to answer in a short way, but I'll try my best. To be successful, I think that you have to have first the opportunity, the platform for people first to see you, and then you have to sustain that with your charm, with your talent, with your likability, with your ability to engage your audience. The only place that being an insider may help is with the first platform.
Right.
You will get that platform probably, where if you are an outsider, that platform is a huge question mark. But that to me is the main difference. It's the platform you get as an insider, as an outsider. Once you get that platform, to sustain that, according to me, it makes no difference. It makes no difference at all. Then it is, as I said, your audience likability, it is your talent, it's your charm. There's many things that go into being a successful actor and a star. It's not just purely about, it's a whole package. Yeah, people love. I'm just giving an example of, say, Tom Cruise. They love Tom Cruise for one reason, and they love Penelope Cruz for a different reason.
Right.
So we do not know exactly what are the requirements or what are the points one needs to become a successful actor.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
beyond the first platform, that's all.
Both are hardworking, both are passionate, both are intelligent, but I think luck plays a very big part also.
That's one of the things.
Being at the right place at the right time.
It's what a lot of people call luck, and it's
destiny.
what I call destiny.
I believe in destiny. We are on the same
It's
page.
it's the red circle theory, which you'll hear about in our film Jagga Jasoos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dada. I mean, some people call it luck, some people call it destiny, some people call it timing, but Dada has explained it in something called the red circle theory.
Which I think the Buddhist people follow.
Yes.
It's basically if two people have to come together, or
No
if
matter
a person
what.
has to come somewhere, they'll come together no matter what, the right time at the right
Right.
place.
Okay, fame versus money, if it was a choice.
Right.
Fame
Quickly,
versus
yeah.
money. For me, that's an impossible question
Choice.
to answer, because both of those things are byproducts. They're not. If you were going to say popularity, being more loved or more talented. Now that's something where I would be like, okay, that's a tough one. But fame is a byproduct of what you do, and money is a necessity to a certain extent, and then it's a luxury.
Right.
I would say respect. That's something that really I want to achieve in my life is respect. I remember I was really young.
Not one of the choices, though.
I know, but I'm saying if I had to choose something else. When I was very young, I was at the Marriott in Bombay, and it was late at night. I was with a bunch of friends. And I've grown up in a film family, so I've seen stardom, I've seen failure, I've seen that around me. I've seen how people react to people. I remember around 12:30 at night, Lata Mangeshkar got down from the lift, and she walked from here to the end of the corridor. And everybody who was seated in that coffee shop, they just started standing out of respect. They just stood up. They didn't disturb her, they didn't go for selfies. They just stood and looked at her. She passed, they sat down, and they went back to the meal. And I think that's something which was really amazing. It was so inspiring to see that.
Now, this is not a choice, success versus failure, but how do you deal with either or?
I think failure to me has always taught me more, has always made me feel more. Success has never made me feel anything. I've never felt successful in my life. Like I said, I felt successful I feel successful today because I've produced this film. You know, I've got a film made,
Made.
a film that I would want to make, not a formulaic film. So that is success to me. The money, the popularity, the love you get, it's all matterless, you know, because I know that it's all relative to my work. Today it's there, tomorrow it's not going to be there. The last 3 years have been pretty hard for me where box office is concerned. But I think those last 3 years has really been very instrumental in what I'm going to do in the next 3 years of my life. You know, that's really given me so much of material, you know, for my performances, you know, for me to understand characters and really put that into my work.
You?
Deep,
How
huh?
do you deal with it?
I don't know, you're going to get such a deep answer.
She was somewhere else.
Yeah. No, she was thinking, क्या जवाब दूँ?
No, she's right.
She's like, let me just plan my rehearsal.
What's the rehearsal?
We're all multitask.
I think you feel a lot of love with success because it's approval of work that you've done, and acting is a very personal job. So when something is does well and it's accepted, you feel love, you feel that acceptance. So that's always a wonderful feeling. And failure for me, I feel the exact same. It feels like a rejection of some sort. It feels like you've not quite hit the mark, and like.
You sound like
It is like that, like a rejection, and that hurts. Rejection always
Right.
hurts. So
Okay, again, talking about publicity, I mean, this is not choice. Bad publicity, good publicity, how do you deal with it?
Well, when I was younger, it used to bother me
What if he's going first?
because I think she takes time to like answer. I'm not talking for
Thinker.
you. I'm not mansplaining or whatever you call it.
It's a new word, I think.
not me who's called it.
I don't know, okay.
I don't even know what it means.
Publicity is publicity. I've realized that. You know, it's show business. I don't even have anyone in PR for them to put news about me, or I don't want to be written about in a good way or a bad way. I just want people to talk about my work, and I think that's what's important. You see, where publicity is concerned, it's just the timing between your one film and your second film. You know that those 6-7 months that happens, it's for you to feel secure. Okay, I'm still relevant. It doesn't matter. You know, when your film comes out, if people like you, if people like your film. That's what matters, and I think that is good publicity.
I think it depends on each and every individual. As an actor, there's no strict way that you have to conduct your life, as in your publicity, your social media, how people talk about you, your interactions with the media. I think that is entirely up to the individual. There are some actors, like say for example Shah Rukh Khan, who's extremely accessible and in touch with the media at all times. And then you'll have an Amir Khan who's a little bit more... you know, at times, in certain times he comes in front and then he retracts. So I think that's more representative. Publicity, as you call it, or media interaction, is more representative of your personality and just the way that you conduct your career.
Okay, and the last one. Love versus career. See how sweet he is. Thank you. It's the last one. Love versus career, if it was a choice.
Love is the answer.
You, Katrina. Katrina has lost.
No. I was wondering what this fancy plate was.
You want to elaborate? Okay, Katrina. Love versus career. You have to choose.
Yeah, absolutely, there's no need to choose.
They have the best.
No, yeah, there's absolutely no there's no circumstance I can see where you have to choose between either.
It can coexist as well.
It perhaps should coexist. You cannot give all of yourself to love, and you cannot lose yourself and your identity in loving a person, because that's not healthy.
Good answer.
So you must to sustain love, you must have a balance in your life of work, of your own self-worth and your own
Yes,
self-identity.
Ranbir, you've lost this battle now. Thank you guys. It was so great chatting.